YouTube, welcome back to Pokemon Champions. It's been actually a bit of a hot minute since I played this. I played this on the opening day, and I really vibed with it. All the narratives were like, this game's horrible. And I think now, like, after the initial, like, 1 or 2 hour thing, where I think people were just a bit... I'm convinced people got a bit salivated by the lack of communication. So when the game dropped and it was missing, like, items, and it was, like, quite a restrictive pool of Pokemon, people were like, oh, I fucking hate this game. My favorite Pokemon... My favorite Pokemon Italian is not in this game. Wah! And, you know, they just cried about it. There were some obvious bugs as well, which even the company acknowledged. But for the most part, actually, it was a pretty good game, and I enjoyed the experience. I wanted to come back, and I wanted to do another Froslass team. Unfortunately, the Queen, she has lost her crown, and we're going to use the crown. I mean, Glamora kind of looks like a crown, right? Let me try and explain how I got to this position of we're now a Glamora team, not a Froslass team. So, originally when I was doing the Froslass-based freeze strategies, or the Blizzard strategies, when I started, like, putting the team together, it was before I was aware that freeze was going to be nerfed as a mechanic. I think, in part, because the freeze mechanic's been nerfed, a bit of my interest in pushing that build has, like, waned slightly. But maybe I'll try and come back and do something else. Basically, what ended up occurring was, I hit this situation last time where I was like, okay, I actually can't kill steel types. Like, it's a really big issue, steel types. And obviously, I'm an ice type, mega evolution. Fire type is really annoying as well. What type is good into both ice and... ice, dummy. Both good into steel and fire. That's right, ground. I even went through some Pokemon that I had in, like, my back, like, mind palace, or whatever you want to call the rest of the box. And Glamora was there, because I wanted a Pokemon that had ground type coverage. Specifically, I wanted a ground special attacker, ideally, because I was planning to do some, like, fake tier stuff, but, you know, one thing led to another, and a lot of my fake tier users that I planned to use in this squad didn't actually, like, enter the game, so I ended up using Greninja with its own Protein Blizzard. Sadly, Greninja has also dropped out the squad despite its best efforts to stay in the squad. But anyway, I had, like, Glamora on the radar, and I was also wanting on my radar, I wanted 2 Mega Evolutions. I think it's, like, or at least I think it'd be better to have 2 Mega Evolutions in the squad than 1. And be able to flick between 2 separate modes to some degree, but, like, they have to, like, interlink somewhere. And I always wanted to put Mega Glamora into the same squad as Mega Froslass. Because Mega Glamora has an insanely high special attack, and can actually pump out disgusting damagios. And actually, unlike Froslass in its base form, it's actually pretty good as well. It gets Toxic Debris, which is actually quite a useful ability into physical attackers. Leaves Toxic Spikes on the field that can potentially trigger poisons, potentially trigger Toxics. And, you know, if the game gets stalled out, I can just win via chip damage. So I really was interested in this Pokemon because it's a Pokemon I think that's got both a good normal form and a good Mega form. The problem was that my other Mega, or at least another Pokemon in the squad, I came to the conclusion, I really wanted some sort of Pokemon that could control the Weather War. And Froslass can control the Weather War to some degree. When she Mega Evolves, she gets Snow Warning and sets up her own Blizzard. The problem was that I didn't want to have to always use my Mega purely to get a bit of snow out there. And if I did that, then I couldn't make my Mega Evolve my Glamora. And I wanted the opportunity to have weather control and be able to Mega Evolve Glamora. So after, like, thinking things through, I ended up coming to the conclusion that Glamora probably wasn't going to make the squad. The other part of my trifecta, actually, at this point, was I wanted another Pokemon that I could put next to both these Pokemon to, like, somewhat protect them. And actually, immediately on my radar came King Gambit. King Gambit is a pretty strong Pokemon in terms of the physical attacking stats. Very nice Pokemon in a sense that it's got Sucker Punch as a Dark type with a really high attack stat, and versus some Pokemon with weaknesses to Dark, this can just one-shot them and basically pin them on the board. And the Pokemon I was a bit concerned about were Hisuian Typhlosion, Basculegion, Gengar was a big issue for all my Pokemon. And actually, just generally speaking, any Ghost bad into Froslass. Also for Glamora, Psychic types bad into Glamora. I say bad into it, it's actually good into it, but it's bad for me. Like, the Psychic types can do super effective damage, so I was like, okay, King Gambit would actually be quite good to sit next to both these Pokemon and be like, you know, the little wingman. I ended up dropping Froslass, so, you know, it's not the wingman for Froslass anymore, but it's still pretty good into Glamora. There's also a separate mode that I'll talk about maybe in a little bit, but I was toying with the idea of putting Sludge Wave on my Glamora, which is a spread poison type move, which hits every single slot, including your partner slot. And King Gambit is immune to Sludge Wave being a steel type, so, like, I thought, for multiple reasons, this Pokemon next to Glamora, actually fantastic. I love it. Very good. Okay, so that's like the premise of the opening part of the build. The next part was like, okay, if I'm not going to use Froslass for my weather control, what am I going to use? And I was thinking about all the weathers out there. It's like, what do I want to stop? It's like, well, I don't want rain to go up, right? Rain into a rock type, not going to be good for me. So I was like, okay, we probably don't want to run rain as our package. I've already thrown snow out the window. It could be okay, snow. Like, it's not on my radar. Like, I did consider putting a Alola Ninetales in the squad, but then I was a bit concerned about if I do the Sludge Wave variant. I can't put a Alola Ninetales next to Glimmora with Sludge Wave because it would just obliterate my own Pokemon. Then I was like, oh, do I want to go into Sun mode? But I was like, actually, I don't really want to be in Sun mode either because Sun can boost Chlorophyll, you know, Grass-type Pokemon. Sleep Powder could be really scary into my Glimmora. So I was like, okay, I don't really want to give the Sun. And it hit me. What I actually want, unsurprisingly being a rock type, is actually Sand. And this then meets two of my requirements for my other Mega. Tyranitar. Tyranitar is a Pokemon that is a rock type Pokemon that comes with the ability Sandstream. Sandstream, when this Pokemon enters the field, it creates a Sandstorm. In a Sandstorm, rock types get a special defense boost by one stage, I think it is, 50%, something like that. So I was like, okay, this works quite nicely with Glimmora, because Glimmora is also a rock type Pokemon. And actually, special defense, it's pretty good, actually. I mean, I've actually fully invested my special defense with the Sand as well. This thing isn't going down to special defense that easy. Like, it can take a hit and also can put out some hits as well. By the way, we might want to change some of these values. I'm not worried about the EVs too much, but I just want to see if the premise actually works before I, like, fine-tune what we actually need to survive and what we... Well, ideally, what we want to survive. But anyway, T-Tar meets that brief. I can swap it in a non-Mega Evolution state. It can give me Sand and give some boosts to Glimmora. The other thing this Pokemon can potentially do is it can Mega Evolve and reactivate Sandstream. This is important in situations like where a Pokemon swaps onto the field, like a Pelipper swaps onto the field to like remove my Sand, creates rain. I can always Mega Evolve T-Tar to regain the Sand advantage. And the other nice thing about it is since the Sand is giving me a defensive boost, and this Pokemon is like, I won't say it's like the most defensive Pokemon, it has got a 4 times weakness to fighting, but it can somewhat stay on the field a bit longer, especially in the Sand. In my mode where I've got Glimmora on the field without the Mega, I'm probably going to try and stall the game out a little bit with Toxic Debris, just so my poison triggers can like tick and tick and tick, so that maybe a spread Rock Slide from T-Tar can pick up a double kill. I kind of forget that T-Tar could actually have a little bit of longevity on the board. You may also notice a lot of my Pokemon have got Protect, which is not just because it's an insane moving doubles, but also I want to stall out potential poison triggers with Glimmora. So, after like thinking things through, I was pretty happy with these 3 Pokemon. The next situation came into the form of Speed Control. Speed Control, really important in the game of Pokemon. And I was like looking at, you know, Kingambit, 70 speed, Tyranitar, 72 speed. Glimmora's actually quite quick, but I've tanked my speeds as much as I possibly could do. Because I came to the conclusion that a lot of people are trying to run Tailwind. Like, I've seen a lot of Whimsicott out there. I've seen people now using Aerodactyl, which is the fastest Tailwind setter that's not a Prankster ability. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to go with the crowd. Like, if I get these Pokemon in front of Tailwind, you know, it's not going to, like, move the needle that much. In fact, some of these Pokemon are outsped still in Tailwind versus some of the fastest Megas out there. Also, I was a bit concerned of things about, you know, if I lose the Weather Wall, Chlorophyll and Swiftstorm can really, like, get to me. So I was like, okay, you guys have the speed. You have the fast Pokemon. You be the hare. I'm going to be the tortoise. So I decided instead I wanted to go into a Trick Room mode, and I would intentionally tank my Glimmora speed as much as was humanly possible. And I was thinking through the Trick Room settings, and last time we used Faragirif. And Faragirif was pretty good last time, right? It blocks all priority moves with its ability Armor Tail, which is good so I can't get faked out, because Trick Room has negative priority. It'll be the last thing that goes on a turn, so I need this Pokemon to live through a turn to get the Trick Room off so that I can set up my other Pokemon for great success. And I was like thinking things through, and it's like, I like Faragirif, don't get me wrong, but without the ability to have like Throat Spray on it, I really wanted the Faragirif to actually output damage in this squad, because realistically, if I was going to get this thing to like actually like hum and like properly work, I probably had to put a Follow Me user next to it to get the Trick Room off a bit more reliably. So I was like thinking over again, and I was like, okay, Faragirif, I'm not sure you're actually going to be built for the job. So then I was thinking about the other Pokemon, and the Pokemon we switched into last time for the equivalent of like, you know, redirection, in the form of Sinistra. And Sinistra actually comes with Trick Room, which for some reason is not saved in my Pokemon, so I'm going to have to go try this Pokemon. Yeah, this Pokemon comes with Trick Room. And Trick Room is actually a pretty good ability because it flips the order of speed. So Pokemon that were previously extremely slow suddenly become extremely quick in Trick Room. Right, let me just quickly check before I fuck this up. What's the other move I want? Because I don't think I actually want Life Steal this either. You know what? Actually, I'll stick with this. It's not quite what I had, but I need Trick Room as an important situation in this thing. Anyway, so Sinistra comes with Trick Room, and one of the other nice things about Sinistra is that one of the ways around Trick Room potentially is just faking them out, right? You get the speed priority on the fake out, you flinch the Pokemon, they don't get the Trick Room up, you waste a turn trying to get the Trick Room up, and while you're doing this and doing nothing, your opponent's actually outputting damage. You can potentially threaten your Trick Room setter. And this is the only Pokemon in my squad that has Trick Room. Normally Trick Room teams are like hard Trick Room teams will have multiple. I couldn't fit a second one into my squad right now, so it's just Sinistra or Bust. But the nice thing about Sinistra is it's a ghost type, so it can't be faked out. It's immune to the fake out effect, unless something is scrappy fake out, but I don't think many people are going to be running scrappy fake out. Maybe Kangaskhan, which is a little bit concerning, but we'll just have to eyeball Kangaskhan. So I was like, okay, so this is my Trick Room setter. And the nice thing about this as well is when I talked about this toxic debris mode potentially I want to switch to, I want that game to stall out, right? Get the toxic triggers multiple times and win the game from there. And Sinistra comes with Hospitality, which can heal my ally Pokemon. It comes with Life Steal, which can heal my ally Pokemon. And also it can come with Rage Powder. So if I have Glimmora on the field, like, absolutely beaming people down, the last thing I want to do is, like, their partner to, like, trade into Glimmora. With Sinistra, I can Rage Powder that move and potentially protect my Glimmora and win the game from there. I will say, I think there's two choices of items you put in your Trick Room setter. I think you either put Mental Herb or Focus Sash. In the case of Sinistra, I've decided to put Focus Sash on it because I think it's a little bit more fragile. It's not terribly fragile, but it's a bit more fragile than my Girafarig Follow Me setup. So I was like, okay, I need to make sure this lives 2 hits, potentially. At least it needs to live through a hit. So I decided to put a Sash on it. And because of this, I then needed a Pokemon to be its partner. I needed something to, like, help it, make sure it gets Trick Room up, stop the opponent doing what they want to do, and, you know, slow the game down a little bit. And, you know, I mean, I guess it's not surprising, the best Pokemon in the game, Incineroar. Incineroar is really good at this job. It comes with the ability Intimidate. Intimidate drops the opposing Pokemon's attack stats down by 1 stage. So any physical attacker is going to have a really hard time to get through Sinistra because it's weakened, right, by the Intimidate ability. It also comes with Fake Out, so I can stop one of their Pokemon from doing their move. And I said, Sinistra can't be faked out, so I don't have to worry about speed control on my Fake Out. Because, you know, normally you want a fast Fake Out to make sure your Fake Out fakes out their Fake Out, so they can't fake out your other guy. In the case of Sinistra, I don't have to worry about that. So even if I get Fake Out on the Incineroar, it's not a big loss. Either way, I just want one of the Pokemon that's attacking not to be attacking Sinistra, and that's all I need. So yeah, we have Fake Out Incineroar with the old Parting Shot now, because U-Turn has been removed from the game. Throat Chop instead of Knockoff, because Knockoff has been removed from, well, sorry, I say the game, this Pokemon specifically, it's been removed from. And Flare Bits for some fire damage, because as I said, I was having some issues with the fire types, and actually, sorry, the steel types, and I was having an issue with the bug types. Incineroar pretty good into both of them, so I was like, okay, this seems to fit the brief quite nicely. So yeah, so Incineroar will probably sit in front of Sinistra, or next to Sinistra for a lot of the times. Get up Trick Room, Incineroar can Parting Shot out inside the Trick Room, get the Pokemon in that I want, and we can go from there. I'll also say for like speed stat wise, I might chase some stuff on the Incineroar, but I've made it intentionally slightly quicker than Primarina, who's also in the squadron we're going to talk to in a minute. And it's also faster than Tyranitar and Kingambit. And the important thing about this is in Trick Room, against all those Pokemon, if I Parting Shot, I'm probably going to be the last one of my Pokemon on the turn. So, and maybe I'll be leaving later into the turn. Maybe like I can go after some of the opposing Pokemon as well, and get my other Trick Room Pokemon in, like, after they've all attacked. That's kind of like some of the logic. I'm not like fully invested speed into this. You can say I put 1 speed stat on the Incineroar, but it makes it 1 faster than Primarina, so it changes the order slightly. It is a bit awkward with the Glimmora, I will say, because it's still 90-something speed, which is not that slow, but yeah, it's one of those teasing things I might have to sort out, because the ideal situations I Parting Shot, like, I say Parting Shot after, I guess it's not the ideal situation. Fuck, maybe it doesn't matter, but either way, we can Parting Shot to get one of my Pokemon in, weaken one of their Pokemon, and go from there with Glimora. That's kind of like the rough idea. But I'd like it to not hit, like, 2 shots into this slot, but maybe that's okay. The last Pokemon that we put in the squad, and I mean, I've already name-dropped Primarina, is actually, like, one of the 2 survivors of the squad last time. I'm not sure about this Pokemon. It's the one Pokemon I'm not quite comfortable with. Also, it's actually not got the right moves. Hold on a second. I swear I changed all this stuff. Where are you? Protect, Moonblast, Hyper Voice. You're not meant to have Haze. Anyway, I was thinking about my Pokemon, and I was like, okay, what is my big weakness right now? And ironically, after putting a bunch of, like, rock Pokemon in there with, like, ground-type moves and stuff, I have a big weakness to ground-type now. And I was like, okay, I need a Pokemon that can potentially hit the ground-type Pokemon, is the dream. And I was, like, looking through the list of Pokemon, and the Pokemon I actually came to the conclusion would be quite good in this squad was actually Empoleon. The problem is, Empoleon gets an absolutely awful move pool in this game. Like, it's not got a great move pool just generally, but, like, it's a really bad move pool in this game in particular. Because nobody run Water Pledge in this thing, and I thought, okay, maybe we can do some Pledge stuff. The Pledges aren't in this game. The other reason why I was thinking of Empoleon, by the way, because I do appreciate it's got Steel typing, so, it's not that good into ground types. It's okay, but they still do neutral damage into you. I was toying with the idea, as I mentioned before, of doing Sludge Wave on Glimora, and I'd have multiple Pokemon that could sit next to the Glimora and not take damage from the Sludge Wave. So I really wanted to put a Water Steel type into the squad, but your only option then is Empoleon. And Empoleon's best Water type move is actually Surf for the special, and this Pokemon normally wants to be a special attacker. And I was like, Surf hits all allied Pokemon, but it would hit my Glimora for super effective damage. So it got really, really awkward, like, the situations where I would use it and wouldn't use it, so I thought, okay, I'll stick Primarina in the squad. The other typing I have an issue with is actually Fighting typing as well, which is what the Fairy type is quite nice for. I have T-Tar, 4 times weak to fighting, Kingambit, 4 times weak to fighting, Cinderella, 2 times weak to fighting. So actually having a Fairy type Pokemon in the squad is pretty good as well. So Primarina here to deal with the ground types and the fighting types. It did mean though, once to put Primarina in the squad, I was like, okay, I need to not run Sludge Wave, otherwise I can't really put things next to Glimora. So maybe there are some, like, alternate modes we can run with this squad, and maybe we'll test those out. Like, I was thinking at one point as well, putting Oranguru in as my Trick Room Pokemon to do Instruct Sludge Wave. And this Pokemon gets Telepathy as an ability, which means you can't be hit by your allied Pokemon. So I was considering stuff like that. Noivern is a Tailwind Pokemon that also does get the same ability, Telepathy. But we'll go with this base 6 and see how it actually functions. If it does function, fine. Or if it doesn't function at all. So that's, like, the logic. In terms of items, Mega Stones, only 2 Mega Pokemon. As I said, we probably won't bring T-Tar to every single battle. In fact, we probably won't bring it to most battles. But if I need to control the weather, T-Tar's here. Kingambit, because I want to Giga Boost the Sucker Punch. Ideally, we get Swords Dance Sucker Punch at some point and just pin Pokemon down. Primarina, I've changed it slightly. It's now got leftovers. The idea of this is I'm going to Calm Mind at some point to boost the special defense. And this Pokemon will be really hard to remove from the field, is like the hope at least. Sinister got a Focus Sash because I need to survive at least 1 attack. And Incineroar, put a Citrus Berry on this guy because it's pretty bulky. Comes with Intimidate. Parting Shot as well to lower attack stats, and it can have a bit of longevity. And with Flare Blitz as well doing damage to myself, we might need a little bit of healing. Anyway, let's get down to business. Let's see if this squad actually functions. As I said, I've not done any practice. Like, I literally am left where I left off last time. Oh, fun fact, one of the reasons why it's taken me like 3 days to get back into this game, I came to the conclusion quite early that I wanted to run T-Tar. As I said, it was like T-Tar and Kingambit were like the 3 I originally thought of. And I was like, okay, I'll get my T-Tar, right? I'll get a T-Tar and put it into the game. I don't have T-Tar in any of my games. So I was like, oh, well, that's awkward. So we have to play the gacha game inside of Pokemon. And then I was looking through it and I was like, oh, actually, you can get it in Pokemon's Shield. But I've not completed Pokemon Shield. In fact, I mean, it's a long story short, but like, I bought it for my partner at the time. And it's on my Switch, but I didn't play. I played Sword, she played Shield. I was like, well, I've got Shield now. Let me just quickly run through the game. So I did the 8 gym challenge, just so I could get a Larvitar to transfer it into another game to like boost it up to Tyranitar. And it took me like 5 or 6 hours, so I didn't have time to actually play this game because I was too busy playing Pokemon Shield. So that's where the T-Tar came from. Also Oranguru, which actually conveniently, I didn't realize I didn't have that either, but now I do. Okay, so let's go with this squad. Now, the meta has also evolved in this game, much like my camera seems to be trying to evolve right now. I am aware of some threats out there. Namely, the little fairy thing with a flower. Apparently a devil. You have both rain and sun. What is this? Okay, so I've got a note here. I just want to check my note. So in front of Torkoal, I think I want King Gambit and T-Tar. I think this is a game actually where I don't Trick Room because of the turtle. Man, I'm all over the place right now. So yeah, I think this is going to be a Mega T-Tar game. I'm just worried about Basculegion, which is why I want to lead with King Gambit. So what's the last Pokemon that scares me? I mean, I could probably bring Glamora. It's a bit odd to bring it to the back, but... I could try Prim as well, but I'm not sure I need to. As I said, I don't think I set up Trick Room just because of the turtle. Okay, this is a really weird opening game. Like, I thought I was going to bring Sinister to basically every single battle, but the only one exception is Torkoal, which underspeeds all my Pokemon considerably. And I think Corviknight also underspeeds my Pokemon, so I was actually considering putting it in my team as a Tailwind setter. Okay, this is kind of where I thought the lead would be. Now, I've not done my calcs of this, but I suspect this is going to do some pretty big damagios. So we'll go with that. Also, I'm actually underspeeding the Pelipper, so I've got the Sand on my side. I don't think I need to Mega Evolve instantly. I'm just going to go straight with a Rock Slide. Even without Swift Swim, the Basculegion will be quicker than me. I could Protect as well. That might be like the Omega safe play, but I think they're going to swap. Alright, never mind. Basculegion's dead. And Pelipper, I mean, actually, Pelipper might... What's it going to do to me? Like, it normally runs Weather Ball, right? You said, okay, fair enough. Okay, this game's probably over. I think I turned 1-1. Famous last words. Torkoal. You know you want a Torkoal. It's a fantastic time for a Torkoal. That's still pretty good. That's a flying type. It's going to take super effective damage, and it's going to be single target. Rock Slide. Great. Okay, so we've lost the weather because Cloud9's on the field, but that's fine, because they don't have the weather either. You still don't have the weather. Right? Oh, wait, is he just on the entry of the field? Well, okay, I can show my other situation then. I Sword Stance here to full pin, and we Mega Evolve, because then that'll give me the Weather War again, back on my side. I think they're going to try and Weather Ball me, is my prediction, and we just spam Rock Slide, I think. Jewelry, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. You get Pixelate, right? So say goodbye to the rain. That's the power of your Mega and your base form both controlling the weather. I can switch the weather mid-turn. And that's after the swaps as well. They got me. I forgot about Pelipper Wide Guard. Fair enough. It's still a pretty good turn for me. Because our special defense goes up because we're in the sand anyway. And now Cringe Gambit has got an attack boost. And again, talk about the toxic stall as well. Oh, leftovers Pelipper. The Sandstorm is going to chip away as well. Okay, so we're at the point now where I can't realistically attack anymore. Because I can just endlessly pin it. And now that I've seen what has occurred with Wide Guard, let's not play the Wide Guard. Let's just knock off the Pelipper. Okay, I mean, it doesn't matter, really, unless... It still doesn't matter. You can control the speed all you want. I'm pretty certain this only water move on this Pelipper is Weather Ball, and you haven't got the raid anymore. And I'm slowly killing you. We keep sucker punching this guy. Probably the safe play now is to protect. Because I think is Sad killing from here? I really should know my calcs. I'm just gut feeling it. Okay. Pelipper's just spamming wide guard. Is this a bot game or something? Fool me once! Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm not gonna get shamed. Alright, Altarion's down. You live to the sands. I think with percentages I should actually know exactly how much the sand's doing, because it does like, where it is, 1/16 of your health. Alright, Cleaver's the last Pokemon. This Pokemon could set up Stealth Rocks, which is not that scary for me, to be honest with you. I mean, whatever happens, the bird is dead, right? I can get big damage off on the Sucker Punch, and... I mean, we're probably going to wide guarded again based on the fact of everything he's done so far by opponents. I'll just knock off the Cleaver. Goodbye, Cleaver. Nice. Welcome for playing. Thank you for playing the game. And this is instantly a good look. I'm actually pretty pleased with how we started this. Admittedly, I did get like the hardest of hard reads. But not bringing your Trick Room setter and a Trick Room team, pretty bold. But yeah, Torkoal leads to a really weird situation where, because it underspeeds all my Pokemon in Trick Room, I actually don't want to set Trick Room up against it. I just want to pin it with, like, King Gambit and T-Tar. Alright, Gengax. Do you think I have Gengar? They do. Okay, this is you. My slight concern now is I need to be aware of all the the taunt Pokemon. I got a horrible feeling that Gengar's a taunt Pokemon that I can't actually deal with. There are like a very small subset of Pokemon that I can't fake out. And they have fake out immunity and taunt, and that is the downside of this Sinistra. I nearly put Mental Herb on it, but like it does get one shot by a few things. And I'm a bit concerned about Rotom Heat as well. I think it's actually really awkward. I think I have to go for this lead into this back. I kind of want to bring... Oh, actually, hold on a minute. I could also just ignore the... I could ignore the speed. What if I don't set up Trick Room? Primarina is also really good into quite a lot of these Pokemon. I've not left myself enough time. I think I'll go with this, but it's a bit weird because I brought King Gambit specifically to deal with Gengars. Wait, that's what I do. Hold on a minute. It's this. I don't bring Incineroar. I bring King Gambit. Because then if you do taunt me on my Trick Room setter, I'll Kato Cleave the Gengar and get a kill. And we'll trade that way. Double Ghost. So I did bring Incineroar, which was right, because I couldn't fake out the ghosts. Originally I wanted to put Protect on this guy, but I couldn't. You know what, I'll do the Trick Room, and if it goes off, fantastic. If not, I'm just going to take a kill. I think I'll kill Gengar with this. Okay, it's Mega Gengar. Interesting. By the way, buddy, you can't shadow tag a ghost, so I can swap the teacup out. Goodbye, Gengar. nice parry, Sean. Okay, Hydreigon. So I just need to get Glamora in now, right? So I think what I'm gonna do is Rage Powder the Sinistcha to take the hits. It's a really slow turn, but I think I get Glamora in now. And actually, the dream case is Sinistcha dies this turn. I'm sorry, Sinistcha, but I think it is true. Okay, well, that also works. If you don't die, so be it. That's fine as well. I should probably be really scared of this ghost, to be completely honest with you, but I'm still not that scared of the ghost. I'm going to swap you out. I'm going to come back into Cringe Gambit. Get rid of the Perish. And it saves Hospitality. You, I think, will just get it. Wait, hold on a sec. I need to Mega Evolve. By the way, when this thing Mega Evolves, it gets Adaptability, and this thing has got a really high special attack, so... Hydreigon, I don't think you're going to like what's about to come. The Perish has been cleaved. It was a bit of a slow play since I think I'm ahead, but... And I do need to break the disguise at some point. I'm actually somewhat surprised Hydreigon took that, but it's still huge damage. Okay, now this Pokemon has become an actual issue. I need to pop the disguise. No bird. Good. So Mimikyu Sword Dance 2 times, but now is in an awkward situation, to be completely honest with you. It can pick up a kill, but it will perish on die. I wish I'd put Protect on you. I nearly put Protect on you, but I went with Iron Head instead, but I'm now regretting not having the Protect. I'm actually not sure this kills the Sucker Punch. King Gambit, I'm willing to sack you. Okay, they did just swap it out, but it means the Sword Dance turns were pointless. This thing in the previous game, by the way, or previous episode, I was very confused by why it was faster than me. It was choice thingies. Choice Scarf, right? Does pick up the kill. I forgot Choice Scarf is in the game, because the band and the spectacles are not. So that's how it was outspeeding me. Anyway, a Fire-type Pokemon into Glamora with Stab, Adaptability boosted, Power Gem. Pretty disgusting, actually. Mimikyu is back. I do need to pop your disguise at some point. At that point, possibly now. Goodbye, Rotom. Rotom floats. This is a Rock-type move. Wait, did I select the right move? I did Power Gem, right? I use Earth Power! I'm stupid, alright, my bad. I clicked the wrong brown move. Not too daisy. It's fine, I'm just letting them get back in the game again. Smile. Okay. Well, that's slightly awkward. I clicked the wrong button. I should also have thought this turned through a bit more. I think it's fine because at the end of the day, I'm going to be able to Rage Powder. And that should be okay. There we go. Right move. And yeah, we had Primarina in the back for just guaranteed. Killed my Glamora. Very nice. Nice work. And yeah, I think it doesn't matter, but I'll Rage Powder because I think it's the better play. And Sludge Bomb, probably my best. Yeah, it's my best play. All right, 2-0. Nearly not thanks to my intelligence of pushing the wrong move. I was going to check one thing. I think there's a setting, if I remember rightly, that lets you see the Trick Room turns and stuff like that. I should turn that on. So let me just quit battling for a second. It was just a mind game, I know. Intentional sandbagging. So my opponent would be miserable and they'd make a misplay. Choose how to display weather conditions and other information during battles. Where is this setting? I'm sure I remember seeing it. Is it in here somewhere? No, that is just it. Hang on. Did I? Is my face over it or something? I'm sure it's meant to be the top. Am I just blind? I may just be blind. Like, isn't it meant to be up, like, here somewhere? Sneasel, Basculegion, Whimsicott, so it's going to be some sort of Tailwind shenanigans. This probably is a Sinistra lead into King Gambit, because I'm a bit concerned about Basculegion. They have a Goodra that could storm me out, so I probably need to bring my Glamora. They don't have Weatherite unless someone's going to manually set it up, so I'm not going to probably bring Titar. Glamora will come in the back as my Mega. And do I bring Incineroar or not? I mean, you've got 2 grass types and a steel type, so I should probably bring Incineroar. Bit odd that I'm not leading with it, but I think this is fine. It's a bit weird. Maybe I should just lead Incineroar, because then I can fake out the Tailwind. But I'd still have to take the Wave Crash then into the Sinistra, which is not the end of the world. I'll try this. Again, I'm going against the grain of my typical lead, but it's all these ghosts, man. All these ghosts I can't fake out. Glalie. That creates an awkward situation. What if the Whimsicott attacks me? That's the issue. I guess if the Whimsicott attacks me, Oh no, they're gonna have a Satch though. Actually, I think the right play might be to... I think my lead is wrong. I think the right play might just be to Ironhead the Glalie. Just press X. I actually can't remember what your Mega is. Or what your ability is. Okay, it was Tailwind, which is fine. In fact, it's actually optimal for me. Okay, I've killed the guy. It's Refrigerate. It doesn't matter. It's gone. Also, you did have a Satch. Tailwind Explosion. I'm in the big leagues. Wolfie, is that you? Alright, so they get a free double swap into Sneasler and Basculegend. So I'm quicker. You know what? Just attack. All out attack. I'm going to just try and kill the Basculegion. The Sneasel I don't think concerns me. Okay, fair enough. Not all I could have done there. Alright, fair enough. Actually, a good turn for them. They were doing that intentionally. I guess to get these two in. Fair enough. Like, sure, that could be the right play, though, because now I'm in a situation where I'm in Trick Room, and they're the slower Pokemon. Like, triggering the white herb here doesn't actually matter. Like, that can't be worth using your Mega for, right? Since they have outplayed me, I will admit that. But I'm just gonna get to a point, surely, eventually, where this doesn't matter. Oh, the testing closed team sheet. Alright, fair enough. So, hold on, how do I do this? X. Oh, Trick Room 2. Okay, you're right. I see it now. It literally is just up there. But when you're on this screen, you can't see it anymore. Got a Satch. Alright, I get it. I get it now. Oh, and last respects. Okay. Am I going to lose this? I think we got to a 50-50, right? It's whether or not they expect a spiky shield. It's not even that, because they could go for the Incineroar with the Basculegion. And I can't fake it out. And I don't have a spread move on this guy. Hold. Okay. I was worried about him just going after the Incineroar with the Aqua Jet as well. But I figured at 1 health, it was probably going to go that way. And I didn't know if the Sneasel had Protect or something. I think there's a way to, like, resolve that so I always wouldn't, but... with closed team sheet, it's a bit awkward, right? You know, Copa? I fucking enjoyed that. That was actually kind of interesting. I thought it was, like, a complete meme, but... I still don't think it was worth giving up your front two for. Aqua Jet wasn't threatening Incin. I guess. I mean, I was more worried about if I put Spiky Shield up, the Aqua Jet the Incin, the attack the Incin with Sneasler as well. Well, yeah, you're right, I was fine, because then I would always got to a 2-on-1 at the end. Yeah, that was fine. But I was worried about them, like, predicting the Spiky Shield, and then the last turn a Trick Room goes through and I don't pick up a kill. But I was always going to pick up a kill and then get to a 2-on-1 state, even if I lost speed, so it didn't matter. It was guaranteed lethal. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Okay, Whimsicott Gengar again. They have Rain. So King Gambit has to come at some point, probably. I think I bring something like this, and then it's which one of the Megas do I bring? So the reason you have... I guess the reason you've got Rain is for protecting your Arcanine? No, wait. Why have you got Rain? I guess it's just to control other teams' weather. Like, I guess it's good to me, I suppose, with the Politoed. I think I bring Glamora. And leave T-Tar behind. Oh, hold on a minute, it's Perish Trap, isn't it? That's why they've got the Toad. It's got Perishong. Okay, this actually is the perfect lead then. I've accidentally come up with a perfect lead. Because I can always parting shot outright. And I'm a ghost. Wait, I can also throat chop the Gengar, which is pretty funny. But he'll go first. I'm gonna fake out the Toad. I've got a funny feeling it's gonna sing. And I'm just gonna set up Trick Room. Like, I'm not that scared right now. Because I could get my 2 Pokemon out. Yeah, okay, the Shadow Ball. So, my prediction is the Frog is going to try and sing. But I think, as long as I kill the Gengar, it doesn't matter. I mean, honestly, we're in a situation right now where... Do I just stay in with the insane? I'm just gonna stay in. If you want to perish song me, enjoy. Not shocked. Did I miss match of gotcha? Alright, we're all missing. Except for the matchup which it probably does matter the most, the Incin's gonna take the hit. Big ow. The amount of times I've missed fucking match of gotcha is actually unreal. Alright, throat chop the Gengar again. This is your Mega, probably. Fuck, I thought I would live. Ah! Okay, my bad. Minor misplay. Sinister took the hit as well, which was a bit alarming. I was hoping Sinister would die on that turn. May have beansed it. I do get Glabori, but not in the slot I wanted. You'll hit a match of gotcha this time, right, buddy? You wouldn't miss another match of gotcha. Okay, we hit. Okay, we've lost. I fucking missed played my third. I should have brought T-Tar. I was just not scared of the frog, but the frog's actually a menace for me now. Alright, well done. Also, this is the issue of Glamora now without being able to lower IVs. It's just too quick in Trick Room. Might want to take match of gotcha off that Pokemon as well. I swear I've missed it more than I've hit it. Okay, it's rain again. I have to bring you as one of the Pokemon. It's probably something like this. Do I actually set up Trick Room in this situation? Because they're going to try and set up Tailwind. Like, Glamora has to come for the bridge. Kingambit has to come because of the Legion. I don't want to get stuck in the same situation with the weather. with Pelipper, so I do want to kind of bring T-Tar, but it's probably not the mega target. Primarina looks pretty average here. The Teacup, I mean, it depends if we're going to set up Trick Room, but the team looks really quick anyway. Minus the Araquanid, which has got Wide Guard. Incin looks pretty bad here. I guess I bring the Teacup just for healing. I could also bring Primarina for the sake of Dragonite. I'll try this. Really, you know what's insane here? Yeah, I was a bit worried about the arch. Okay, so I need to swap King Gambit out, I think, here. Into T-Tar to control the weather. I think I just instantly Mega you. Hold on a second. The right one this time. The right brown move. I think Primarina could have been the right choice, to be completely honest with you, but I kind of came to the conclusion I'm probably going to try and keep one of these two alive a bit longer. It really was only for the Dragonite, but the Dragonite, I think it would be Gamora. No rage for you. Alright, goodbye, Bridge. And if that's a Satch on you, Pelipper, I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, adaptability Glamora is actually disgusting. So here's Dragonite. Which, again, Primarina probably now was the right choice, but it's still a flying type. And unless they got Manual Rain again. Yeah, they have to swap it out to reset the Weather War. Baskia Legend is here, which is why we've got Cringe Gambit in the back. Wait, you're not Swift Swim? So you still got multi-scale? This is a rock type move. Special, it's a rock type. Doesn't do a lot in the Sandstorm. Oh my god, that multi-scale! It's at 38% health. Goodbye, Dragonite. Bye-bye. So now I can win the Weather War by just swapping out T-Tar. And this is the other reason why I wanted to bring my Teacup. Because if a water move comes into this slot now with the T-Tar, which is what I suspect is going to happen, so they can potentially win the Weather War, all I need to do is swap to the Grass type and I'm feel good. To be fair, Primarina kind of does the same job. But also in this case, you heal my Crown. So I feel pretty good about that. And Pelipper is not long for this world, I think. Although I say this, I guess if you Baskia Legion into the Glamora, you might pick up the kill here. Okay, actually Glamora's probably going to go down here. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Wow, okay. Okay. Don't protect on this guy. Actually, let me just break the sub. This is somewhat greedy, now that I think about it. Actually, just gone into T-Tar. Got the Weather War one. Oh, I guess he assumed I was gonna... What's his name? They thought I was gonna sucker punch the Pelipper. So they're still quick. Well, yeah, they're both still quicker than me, I think. Because these are the two slow guys. So, I need to swap you. I don't need to, but I probably should just swap you. Get control of the weather now so that King Gambit doesn't get rolled by something. I think I do this. I think he's going to try and sub again. And if he doesn't, I think King Gambit will take one, not in the rain. Okay. I'm not sure I have the guaranteed win there, but... If he did have Substitute, I did have the guaranteed win, but obviously we still got Substitute. We're fighting Nintendo's Mario. No pressure. Okay. Don't lose the Froslass. It's actually quite similar to a team I was considering putting together. Not the Pelipper, though. Incineroar is definitely coming to this. Sinister is probably coming to this. This might be a game I don't actually bring Glamora. So, well, I'd say I don't bring Glamora. Actually, this might be a game... King Gambit's coming. It might be a game where I did the Glamora to T-Tar thing, but I might just bring T-Tar. Although, I say this, fucking Glamora is insane here, actually. I just want some control of the weather. I have to bring T-Tar. I think this is wrong. I think I should have left Incineroar, actually. Yeah, Primarine is, like, here for, like, very specific circumstances. I have an issue if someone else plays Sand against me, so it's kind of here for that. Alright. Stop giving Tailwind. Put me into Trick Room. Having tried to do the Froslass experiment, I'm aware Froslass is very, very frail. Trick Room achieved. I think Flare Blitz kills Whimsicott still from here, even in the rain. It surely does, right? Not that the kill really matters. Actually, the kill doesn't matter. Hold on a sec. I think we parting shot the Pelipper. About time. I don't think this is the right play, but... Okay, fair enough. That's actually a really good play. I should have swapped it out. I thought it was a double swap, to be honest with you. Was the solution. Oh, hit yourself in confusion. Hit yourself in confusion. No! You fool. Alright. We can still win this. Even without the Trick Room, I think it's still possible. Because I assume one's going to Tailwind now. I'm going to assume Weather Ball, something's coming into the slot, but it'll turn it into Rock type, which is fine. And now that I've got King Gambit plus 2 attack, it's really scary to attack me. You attack me rather than Tailwind. Is Pelipper Tailwinding? No. I think we go Mega here, is my other prediction. Because I think Pelipper's going to swap. You can't do that, I'm a Dark type, buddy. Uh oh! I do that all the fucking time. Goodbye, Choice Scarf as well. So now it's a bit of a guessing game of when does the bird come back in. But actually, it's not a guessing game, because I just instantly Mega Evolve. If it doesn't swap, I'll kill the Rotom. Alright, it's back. Which I think is always the wrong play, but I could be wrong. I have made many misplays already. I get control of the weather again. Rotomy's pinned, it can't attack me. And normally, the bird just runs Weather Ball, so I don't think it can hit me with a water move right now. Yeah, Weather Ball. This is Rock type. Big. These 90 accurate moves. It's fine. We've now won the Weather War as well because Pelipper can't leave. Froslass is back. Oh, hold on a minute. They could never allow Froslass to go into snow. That is an option. Unfortunately for them, it's still not a great one. Because if you attack me, Froslass, you are going to instantly explode. Yeah, so they go back into snow. So Weather Ball's ice typing, but that's not that good here. As I've experienced already, ice into steel types is pretty awkward. They do get a defensive boost though, but it's not going to help them against +2 super effective. Oh, Aura Veil. It still doesn't help them, they'll still die to one hit, but obviously Sucker Punch doesn't go off. Alright, T-Tar, don't miss another one. Thank you. Again, all we just need to do is keep Sucker Punching this Froslass, and it's somewhat pinned. I should probably actually just try and kill the Froslass at this point, but... Actually, Pelipper has Wide Guard. Let's just kill Froslass. It could have nasty plot. Alright, he tried to attack me. And Pelipper will go down to this. We didn't lose to the Froslass team, which would have been really awkward since I dropped Froslass from my squad. Let's go. We did misplay, though. I think against Whimsicott, if I do get Trick Room off against Whimsicott, I have to swap the cut instantly. I can't let it on-call me. Fighting a Bolivian now. It's Mr. Nintendo coming after me after killing Mario. It's Rain again. So T-Tar is coming. So is Glumora. I think I do the King Gambit Glumora lead again. I bring T-Tar in the back if they lead with Pelipper. And then it's just one other. They've got their own Trick Room, and Trick Room v Trick Room's always awkward because it's, you know, whoever Trick Room's first. I mean, they have both, right? They have Tailwind and Trick Room. This might be the Primarina game. I don't really need Incineroar here. It's bad against most of the Pokemon. Primarina's pretty good against at least 2 of the Pokemon here. Okay, I feel okay about this. And if I lose the Weather War, Primarina is here. I knew she had a purpose. She's coming here. It's going to get anything except Sinister. It's a bit awkward into the old bridge again. Uh-oh. You've +1 by King Gambit. Where is the fake out going? I mean, I'm just tempted to double the Dragonite here. If you want to take a trade, so be it. Be my guest. Just that standing at the bridge and it's fine. Doesn't he normally run flash cannon though? I guess he's neutral. Tailwind. Okay. So I'm gonna not have speed for the entirety of the battle, probably. You're so good, King Gambit. I mean, I take the med good turn 1, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Okay, we need to bring in the Lord of the Sand. I know I've got +1 on King Gambit, but sadly, not going to matter here. And I'm going to permanently win the Weather War and just kill Pelipper, I think. To be honest with you, I probably could have just sucker punched the Pelipper, because I think it would have just killed it, and I would have been okay with that trade as well, but I think this is like ultra Omega safe. Because now I'm 2 rock types to a fire type move as well, so it's not that scary. And I'm gonna guess the Pelipper is Sash, but it doesn't matter, because I'm in Sand, so you're dead. And the game's over. Because assuming the Archer's in the back, you can't electroshock me anymore. Greninja is important, okay? She had a purpose. Even though the game is won before she's ever seen the field. The threat of the orchestra. Okay. Let's... I mean, I'm going to one-shot the bridge, I believe. It's not holding a Sash because we've seen it. Does that flash cannon? He's throwing. I think it's fine because I think its Sin will still go down to this, but... Just gonna chop the berry. It's still okay. I think the safest place just to protect into... I was gonna say a Calm Mind, but it doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, I thought Flash Cannon was going to be incoming, which is why I wanted to get a Protect there. Okay, perfect. Also, the Sand just chipping them down is quite nice here. And now setting up a situation where the special defense increases that the bridge can't deal with Prismarina. Oh, by the way, I put leftovers of this thing for multiple reasons, but this is one of them. If I ever get stuck in Sand with the Maiden, she can heal back off the Sand damage. So this battle's probably over, I think. I don't think you two can two-shot Primarina from here. And even if you take the T-Tar, I'm taking the... yeah, I'm taking the Incineroar. Which is a fine trade. And you didn't even take it. Stamina. Okay. I should probably knock that off. And we can just Moonblast to victory. Sure, it's fine. I mean, I guess Protect would have been slightly safer there, but I think it actually makes no difference. Because you can't be holding an Assault Vest because it's not in the game. Alright, what are we 5-1? The one game, honestly, I just hard through. So good, Primaris. I know, that's why I put it in the squad. It's in there. I believe in Primarina, at least more than in Paulie anyway. I nearly put it in the squad instead. Okay, so this is possibly the darkest days. I can't do Trick Room really because of Torkoal. I have to bring King Gambit. Hold on, I've got a note on this. I think I have to bring King Gambit and... yeah, I have to bring T-Tar here as the lead. Did I write down who I wanted in the back? I guess it depended on the rest of the squad. I did not. Okay, so in the back, I need to bring something that can deal with Aerodactyl and the ground type. So Primarina is coming again. I don't think I set Trick Room up in this matchup because it gets really scary with the Torkoal, so I just play without the advantage of speed. It's probably Grimora as the last option. But it could be Incineroar. It's special attacker, special attacker. Aerodactyl's going to do Tailwind. You're a physical attacker. Special physical. I think Glimora comes again. Although Fake Out's pretty useful. Maybe Glimora just doesn't come. Nah, Glimora comes. Like, Rock-type moves are good into, like... 3 of the Pokemon Rock-type is good into. The other one of the other ones Poison's good into. It's still really good. It feels stupid not to bring Incineroar, but what am I really scared of? Like, I'd be Incineroaring the Azumarill. And that's a water type, so, you know, what's the point? Alright, so this is the lead I dreamed of. Because I think in this situation, yeah, I Rock Slide and I Sucker Punch the Hisuian Typhlosion. And it covers for 2 things. I also Mega. Because if they both do Eruption, I think the Torkoal will live this, but it's going to be way, way weaker. Especially when it's not in the sun. If they swap, something has to eat the hit. Unless it's the... well, something's going to hit a Rock Slide. If they both push the Eruption, as long as they don't miss a Rock Slide here, we're Gucci. Bye-bye! Nice Eruption, buddy! See you in the Shadow Realm. Say hi to Yugi's grandfather. Now this is single target Rock Slide. And again, if you do Eruption here, it's not in the sun anymore and you've got 25% health. Heat Wave? Sure. Oh no, my King Gambit lost half its health. Whatever will I do? Now, I could potentially lose the Weather War here, but it's beyond the point of caring anymore. Okay, that might get Sandrush. I probably should put Protect on you, honestly. I think if you want to take my King Gambit, so be it. Enjoy its life. Tea time, I'm going to save. I'll go into Primarina. I do have to be a bit careful here. I think Garchomp was the scariest Pokemon left. It's rough skin? Okay. I mean, either way, it's faster than me. You took 2 kills, King Gambit. If you perish for this, so be it. Okay, I do have some issues here. This is theoretically losable. Because you are 4 times weak to ground, so I have to kill this Garchomp. It's all about killing the Garchomp here. So you're spiky shielding. I mean, Tailwind doesn't matter here. Do I protect for another round of healing? I think I do, because this is Earthquake again. So I need to live through an Earthquake. Both spread moves. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure if Primarina takes one of these. I need to bring the teacup. Also, I'm not doing anything. That was a nothing third. I think I'm fucked, actually. Primarina, I need you to live this turn. I need a Rock Slide Miss, ideally. You can get the Rock Slide Miss. Primarina's dead. Glimmer is dead as well. Yeah, I should have sacked something else, not Primarina. To be honest with you, I took way more than from the Earthquake than I was expecting. I thought it was going to take way less. But I must not... I thought I put a lot into health, but... I think I put a lot into special as well. But yeah, I had to bring the cup. It was actually really horrible, because as I said, that's my only answer to Hisuian Typhlosion into Torkoal lead is just to ace them both, but... I guess they'd figured out that they lose to like a ground lead, so they had a ground-based T without sand. Oh my god, Garchomp's back again. Okay. I mean, King Gambit has to come again. I do see the Earthquake into Orthworm, so this... Wait, is this the... Didn't Wolfie do a video or something on this? Isn't this Orthworm into Shedtail into Froslass? mean, wait, do I not bring either of my Megas here? Because I have to bring King Gambit. Do I leave both the Megas behind? Because I need King Gambit for the Basculegion. Primarina is pretty good into the old Earth squad. I think I need to put Trick Room up this time. I guess, do I need Incineroar? But I'm a bit worried about Sinister dying. Alright, well, we're doing it because I only have 4 seconds left. I think this is wrong. I think Sinister's awful here. I'm not going to just lose it the same way I lost last time if I don't have Trick Room. If I did the lead I was going to about to swap to at the end, it would be fine. I need to lead with King Gambit and Sinistra. I think I'm going to lose on turn 1. Because I have to do this now that I've settled on it. I mean, at least I got the attack drops, right? Rough skin. Flip turn. Okay, that's not too bad. Honestly, currently all things being considered, this is not bad. I'm gonna rate. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Fake out's fast and rage powder, so I can't fake rage powder the fake out. I think I double swap. Because I don't think I parting shot because I'm going to get fake out. I assume that the fire move comes into the grass, which goes into the water now. The ground goes into the fire. Wait. This doesn't quite work. Okay, they're protected, which is actually an incredible play for me again. Did you fake out? They faked out the teacup? What? They predicted the swap? Who's this genius I'm playing against? Now, this isn't much better, to be honest with you, because I'm in front of Garchomp. So we're going to do Ring Around the Roses. I'm basically just trying to set up Primarina. In case you're wondering what the fuck are you doing. I think I need Primarina to sweep the team. Without my Mega. So this will be -2 Garchomp. Yeah, maybe it was Ally Swap. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was like either smooth-brained or incredibly wrinkly-brained. I can't decide which. Okay, that's awkward. my answer to Basculegion is off the field. I also like fucking around in my trickery right now. Probably not my best idea. Okay, we have to stop fucking around in the trick room now and just go for it. Oh, that being said, you can go for it. You can actually start doing damage. Although this is... No, you should actually do damage. I've fucked around enough. If someone protects, so be it. Okay, they swap back again. The attack drop doesn't matter here. That crit's pretty brutal. I actually don't think it's the end of the world still, though. Aqua Jet's coming into this slot. I think Fake Out is coming into the Primarina slot. But I have to hope it's not. If it's not, this is a great play for me, but I'm convinced it is. Yeah. Oh, we got it! They went for the Incin! Let's go! What a read. Okay, I actually finally got some value for my Trick Room. And you know what, buddy? I still got the Sash. I can set it up again. This is so unhinged. Here comes Trick Room. And I should attack, I think. Because, like, what the fuck is Garchomp gonna do to me? And what's the Isolator gonna do to me? I just repeat the process. Because the only way... Well, actually, the lost condition now is I assume it's going to Mega Evolve and do an Icy Blizzard. If I freeze, I could lose. Actually, there are a few ways I could lose this. Yeah, does nothing. Oh, a flinch! I mean, even if the Sinister flinches there, I don't think it's a huge issue. Alright. Okay, good. I feel happy again. I think I've played this game horribly. Some of the other ones I can accept, like, maybe I picked the wrong squads. One of them I did play horribly, but... I think I could have done way better. So I assume Aqua Jet is... Well, Aqua Jet's all you can do, but it's actually not that scary anymore. I mean, it's probably Blizzard I'm expecting. Fuck, just Life Dew. Sinister, you have no value other than to be a heal bot now. That's disabled. I think I'm more scared of the Legion than the Froslass, so I'll try and kill Legion. Okay, we're into the Blizzard. But you're really quick, and you're in Trick Room now, buddy, so... You're losing your Legion. I'm not even sure if Double Freeze wins them this anymore. Yeah, and I said, I don't think this is the final form of the squad. Like, there's a few other Pokemon I've got on my radar. But this feels better than my original squad, so let's put it that way. I don't think anything really matters anymore. I guess I should just let you get sacked. I'll just Life Dew again. Magikarp is going to do literally no damage to this thing in the snow. But this will kill you. I think that thing doesn't get any priority moves, or like any meaningful ones. It might get Shadow Sneak, but it's a special attacker. Goodbye, former queen of my squad. And we won without bringing Omega, which I think was the wrong play, but we did it. Someone's got VGC in the name. Uh-oh. That's not the level of opposition I want to see. Oh my god. Why is everyone bringing Garchomp now?
Old and wise.
Thanks for the resubscription. Much appreciated. At tier 2 as well. Incredible. 16 months in total. Holy moly. An Andalono's super fan. Okay, I need to lock in for a second. I need to set up Trick Group, so Sinistra has to come to the party. I think Incineroar also must come to the party, otherwise I can't keep Sinistra alive. So that's 2 parts of the squad. The next parts become a bit iffy. I need to bring probably one of Glimora or T-Tar. I think I prefer to bring Glimora here. But I am very aware of Garchomp's existence. And I am aware if I do this, I'm going to lose Weatherwall, but I guess it's Weatherwall's son. No, I have to bring T-Tar, right? Because it's Charizard and... Oh, it's Rotom Wash, sorry. Prim's coming. It's T-Tar or Glimora, I think. I think T-Tar might just be a little bit better here, but I do appreciate what Glimora could do for me. I'm also a bit worried about Whimsicott now, but I guess the Incin deals with it. If we see... Oh, actually, this is a bit awkward. Maybe I should have led with T-Tar. Because if they lead with... No, if they lead with Charizard, I just fake it out. Garchomp, Incineroar. Okay, this is fine. I get Trick Room. Do you feel my Pokemon challenges made me better at the game? I mean, probably. Like, the 30 years of experience of just playing Pokemon games means I know all the abilities, and... I say know all the abilities. I know a lot of the abilities and a lot of the moves, which helps. That one speed investment, I'm faster than your Incineroar. I could have faked out the fake out user as well. Oh, he Darkest Larus, but I mean, I've got the Satch, so this is not a huge issue. He didn't even kill. I think this pivot is the issue with my Sinistra right now. Like, I need to be able to pivot the Sinistra out a bit easier than I do. Like, I probably don't need Life Dew, actually. Let's Rage Powder. And Parting Shot. And we'll get in the main man. Let's do into Garchomp because I don't want to deal with it. I doubt they're doing Earthquake here. Oh, he swaps. Hold on a minute. How do I kill Sneasler? The Sash only works if you're at full health. If you get one shot by a full health move... Sorry. If you get one shot at full health, it saves you. So it'll only trigger now if we get back to full health. I guess we bring Primarina in, but it's kind of awkward. I was going to bring in T-Tar, but actually I think it's not right anymore. No, I think it still is right. I'm actually a bit worried about this fucking Sneasler. Okay, that's actually a dream for me. Because I was worried about the Signature going down this turn. Because now I can do the same thing again. I can just Rage Powder the Sneasler. And what the fuck are you going to do about it? I could Calm Mind, but actually I want to make the most of my Trick Room right now. So you're the water one, that's fine. I went with a fairy type move, so this should do some decent damage. And if this thing went for Fake Out, which it also gets, it went for Dive Claw, it would have gone into a Ghost type, which would have done nothing. We got Paralyzed, which could spell Doom for me, but... I'm semi-tempted to Rage Powder again, but I think the right play might be to swap into Incineroar. So I don't think with an attack drop, Sneasel's killing me anymore. I basically need to live for one more Dire Claw proc. I could have matched a Gotcha as well, but I don't think it would have killed the Rotom. So that's triggered on Burden, which is fine in Trick Room, who cares? Have Protect, okay, fair enough. So it's about this Dire Claw. How much does it actually do? And does it put a status on me? Of all the statuses. Oh, wait, leftovers! Keep me alive, buddy! Ah, my poison! Pain. Just lost on a Trick Room. Yes. Okay, it has to be T-Tile then. But I have a real issue. I need to kill this Sneasler. I think I could go Fake Out. And just fucking obliterate it. I think this will kill. And we know it's not Sash Sneasler because it's already gained a what's name boost. Incineroar is back. Fuck, if I just done a rock type move. It wouldn't still be that good. What's Rotom supposed to be? Some sort of trash bin vacuum cleaner or water machine? It's actually a ghost type Pokemon that can possess appliances, and depending on the appliance it takes control of, it changes its typing. So in this case, it's taking a washing machine and it's a water type and electric type. I'd be like so outmaneuvered in this Trick Room. I think I'm going to fake out T-Tar. I'm going to go to Sinistra to eat up the hit. You swear your applies to possess sometimes? Okay, got the predict right on who you're going to attack there, because both my Pokemon are weak to fighting. Wow, okay, that's going to die parting shot. Hold on a second. Sinistra is faster than... Sinistra's faster than their Incineroar, because my Incineroar is faster than their Incineroar. So the win condition here is that I fake out... They've changed fake out, haven't they? You can only do it one time. If this was old fake out, I'd be fine, because I could fake out the Sneasel and then do the old Watch Magic, but I can't anymore. So I have to Flare Blitz Sneasler. And I think you have to Trick Room, otherwise I lose. Because this way Sneasler can die. My attack drops, but their defense drops. Have you still got a Pokemon left? Oh yeah, Rotom's still here. I need this to kill. If it doesn't kill, I'm just doomed. You have 4 Pokemon left still? Okay, well... I think now we are doomed. I actually forgot I didn't kill Garchomp either. Oh my god, I did nothing. I need to burn. Nope, no burn. Okay, we lose. I didn't do enough in Trick Room again. Because, yeah, I can never kill the Garchomp from here. And I can't flinch spam, which was the plan. I guess I protect. Surely Great Godzilla wins. Sadly, it doesn't. I thought he might do this as well. Incin lives. Okay, the way I win this, I think, is a double protect. But I think even then we're fucked, because I don't think they'll go for their double protect, whereas I can. I think they'll close combat me. The problem is, I think they just attack one of each of my Pokemon. That counts as this. I need them both to go for T-Tar. Okay, that's actually fucking really smart as well. Look at the Earthquake getting into the Levitate. Okay. I did get the double protect. So, I played to my win condition, which was then kind of misplaying, but... I won't give you the pleasure of taking the win off me. I think in some of these matches, I need to get used to the idea of bringing Primarina. But maybe it's not Incineroar. Maybe Incineroar, the best Pokemon in the game, isn't the lead. It's just so awkward when I have Incineroar plus Sinister at the lead. It just doesn't feel like it does enough. I mean, actually, it's really Sinister that's not feeling like it's really good right now. It's the same-ish team. They only have Pelipper for weather. We have to bring Cringe Gambit, otherwise we lose. I think it's this. I don't bring Incineroar because I won't need it. Well, I say I won't need it. It's pretty bold to say I don't need it. I'm kind of assuming Basculete is going to be the lead, but if they have two attackers, my Sinister gets a little bit sad. I need T-Tar for some weather control. Glimmora is good for the bridge. Primarina is probably not that important here. Fuck. Okay, let's go for it. I'm just worried about getting Earthquake spammed again. And like the counter to this was I bring Primarina, but I'm not bringing Primarina, so I've brought 3 Pokemon weak to ground with Garchomps here. Yeah, this can't be right. Like, I had to bring Primarina, surely. But it's so bad into the rest of the Pokemon. But I'm gonna just lose the Garchomp now. Yeah, okay. Well, this is awkward. The only thing I'll say is, I'm not sure that both of them can actually kill my Sinister on turn 1. Because Earthquake won't kill, but it'll kill King Gambit. And I have no safe swap. And I don't protect my King Gambit. Which is why I said, like, we just instantly lose. And I can't Rage Powder it, so... I think I need them to misplay turn 1. That's the win condition. Yeah, this was wrong. Unironically, that's actually great for me. I know it seems stupid, but it is actually fantastic. The problem I've got now is, how do I kill Sneasler? And how do I kill Garchomp? I think I'm in the same boat. I need to get a Sword Stance off, and you just Rage Powder, so that I'm protected from a close combat. Perfect. This might be Earthquake. King Gambit, you take an Earthquake, right? From Garchomp. You take one of these. He does. Ah! It's so awkward. Okay. King Gambit. Kill Garchomp. You need to do Rage Powder because I need to protect myself from close combat. Fuck. Okay. It's fine if this is close combat. Fuck's sake, Diaclaw! Getting hard trolled. Okay, we just need to take our kill then and get sacked in the process, sadly. Garchomp is the issue here. I need to kill Garchomp. Oh, and I think I need to keep my Teacup alive for a bit longer. Goodbye, Teacup. Went for a double protect, which would have actually Omega Salidated me. Okay, Garchomp is dead, and that's the only Pokemon I had to be, like, super scared of. I will lose King Gambit for the sake of that kill, but it's done its job. They close combat in front of my... Oh, I guess it was asleep. Fair enough. I think that was still the wrong play, though, because you've dropped your defenses now. Now, do I remember that squad? Nope, don't remember it anymore. Oh, White Herb, of course. Skarmory. That's pretty bad to me, right? I can't hit it with two of my moves. Okay. Wait, is Trick Room ended as well? No, last turn of Trick Room. So, I have to use the last turn of Trick Room. Did they have one more Levitate Pokemon left? I can't remember the squad. I'm gonna get so boomed by this, aren't I? What were the other Pokemon they had? I actually can't risk it. I have to Power Gem instead. I can't remember if they have a Rotom in the squad. They didn't swap. This is the wrong play now. If I don't kill with the Power Gem, I just lose. I couldn't remember if they had Rotom in the back. And if they swapped to Rotom and I missed the Earth Power, I just on the spot lose. To be fair, as long as we hit the Rock Slide as well, surely... Okay, double protect. Again, I just didn't get enough value for my Trick Room. And my Trick Room Setter is asleep now. Chinese Galore, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Okay, the only positive is Glimmora should be pretty good into Sneasler. Actually, let's do this. Wait, my T-Tat's gonna get close combated. Hold on a minute. I know what I need to do. I need to double protect. Actually, maybe I didn't protect Glamora. That might have been the right play. Yeah, I assumed that was going to happen. They split the damage. Okay. So... Fuck's sake. Yeah, I should have double protected. I had to attack with Glamora. I fucking misplayed again. Because I can protect myself from close combat, but I need to do the Spiky Shield this turn instead. Because then, if I took damage here, I would have got the Hospitality heal. Your ability... Fuck, I forgot your ability. It's kind of garbage, right? Isn't it Stalwart or something? So you ignore redirection, but that doesn't matter in this case because... You're a Teacup. Holy shit. That was way more than I thought. It is Stalwart. I mean, I do take the Sneasel with me. Just, my Teacup is so unhappy right now. Oh, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I just lose. There's like no way out of this. I guess I have to hope that they don't attack this slot for whatever reason. Get some match of gap damage, maybe get a match of gap to burn and Spiky Shield. There's just no... I can't get speed control back because I'm asleep. And I think I've got a guaranteed sleep turn. Am I a tea enjoyer? I wouldn't say it was like, you know, the tippy-toppiest tea enjoyer, but I do enjoy having a cup of tea every now and again. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. That Diaclaw sleep just absolutely obliterated me. And then there's just no win condition from here. I need a misplay. Actually, that wasn't the best move I could have done. I think Power Gem was better. Okay, got one that protects. The problem is I think they'll just attack one in each slot. Miss! 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 They didn't miss. I'm pretty sure that was the wrong play they made. If they'd got a Rock Slide miss, maybe I killed the Basque Legion there. Right, I still think we're on, like, we die territory. Yeah, there's no world where I live, because Wave Crash just kills me. Okay, so if there's one Pokemon right now I've identified it as being a big issue, Sneasel is a big issue. I can't deal with it as well as I thought I could. Alright, we're fighting the country of Holland. This might be pretty tricky. Okay, I think this might be a bot. I'm not sure. I say this, they might actually win. Victreebel, Hawlucha, King Gambit. Do they have 4 Pokemon that can Mega Evolve? I have to be careful with Hawlucha because it might do shenanigans with entrainment into No Guard onto a Pokemon. Does Heracross get Guillotine? I don't think it does, right? I have no idea. I'm actually just mentally boomed right now. I probably should have queued this game. Right. What's the plan then? Get into Trick Room. Incineroar looks good here. Glimora, I love you. You can do some work. Primarina, not as good here. Actually, it's okay here. T-Tar, do I need to win the Weather War? There's no Weather War, so I don't bring T-Tar. It's King Gambit or Primarina. I'll bring Primarina. Heracross gets Horn Drill. Okay. This is still okay, because now all I do instead is I fake out the Hawlucha if they lead with it. And Gambit gets Guillotine. Okay. So it is this strategy, I think. But they probably can't do it in front of Incineroar, right? You get Innards out as your Mega Evolution. The correct play here might be to fake out the Victreebel. I'm a bit worried about Sleep Powder. Am I worried about Sleep Powder? I am a bit worried about Sleep Powder. I know the Arcanine's gonna fucking obliterate the Sinister, but it's kind of okay if he does. Yeah, I think this is the right play. It seems stupid because I should be trying to like keep my Sinister alive, but I think what I actually need to do. Also, you fucking take hits. Honestly, you might not want the sash. You might want a Mental Herb. What I don't want to do is get put to sleep again. And I remember your team being fairly weak to fire, so I think we just send the Incineroar in as a Flare Blitz. Even at -1, they should do some decent work. And then, just got a Rage Powder. Fucking, just take the hit, Sinister. My only slight concern is that Victreebel might be extremely slow. But if it's Sleep Powders, I've Rage Powdered a Sleep Powder into a Grass type, which means I won't be affected. Also, it's faster than me. Also, it's dead. Even with -1 attack, Victreebel, not a real Pokemon. So the Teacup died, but that's actually fine. I think that's what I need to do more often is just let it die. So then I can get a safe swap in. Who is the swap? It's probably Glimora. No, it's Primarina. The reason it's Primarina is I need something that can kill Hawlucha in one. You get Pixelate, right? Goodbye, Altaria. Nice knowing you. Temper Flare. Well, he did. Unfortunately, he did it to Glimora. By the way, Toxic Spikes or Toxic Debris. This King Gambit never mind, doesn't matter. Spent 40k VP looking for Incineroar, couldn't find it. I had a very similar story. I can't remember if I mentioned this at the start of the video, but for this team, I needed to get a T-Tar And I was like, okay, you know, I'll just pull T-Tar out of the game, right? And I only have Violet, and I had Violet and I had Sword. And T-Tar's not in either of those games, so I was like, holy shit, I'm going to play the gacha mechanic. But fortunately for me, I've actually got Pokemon Shield, but I never played it. Because I actually bought it as a gift for someone else, but it's on my Switch. So I played through the entirety of the gym challenge in Pokemon Shield, just to get a T-Tar to get into this game. So I didn't have to go through the 40k VP gacha mechanic to try and find it. I used the wrong ability again. Alright, other things I need to learn. The fucking brown colours are different. I meant to send a ground type move into that slot. Oh well. You just scary face me in Trick Room. Are we still in Trick Room? Yeah, still in Trick Room. Whatever. This game's over. Twice I've done that now. Click the wrong fucking move. I need to separate them. They should not be next to one another. I'll put one at the top, one at the bottom. And maybe I'm less likely to do this. You see a lot of Incineroars and Teacups. I think they're two of the stronger Pokemon. Without things like safety goggles, Rage Powder becomes a lot better than it used to be. I say a lot better. It was always good, but... And then the Follow Me users, like, Indeedee not in the game. And there's not Throat Spray for the Giraffe, so... It's just like, a lot of the other Pokemon have like been brought down a peg or two, and Sinisty's just sat there. So it's like, come up. They've nerfed Incineroar twice, and it's still, like, gross. So, yeah. It turns out Pokemon that can do Intimidate, Parting Shot, drop another attack stat, go back in and can take a few hits, and actually output a lot of damage. Pretty strong. Okay. Do I run another one back? My poor, beautiful mental. I'll give you one more. And then I am going to have to tap out. I think we've net gone positive still, so I'll take it. We started so strongly, though, and we've sort of, like, petered away a bit. It's saddened. Okay, this is why I brought Primarina, because otherwise I actually had no win condition versus this team. Sinistcha and Primarina are probably coming. You're really bad here, Glimora. But I might have to bring you. The issue is, like, all three of these are bad into sand. With my movesets. I probably should give King Gambit something slightly different to do. I guess I bring Gambit and just leave both my Megas behind. No, I bring Glimora. It's really awkward, this matchup. I'll run an extra drill. Okay. So Mega Extra Drill gets the ability that lets you hit through Protect, right, as long as it's a contact move. Paladin gets Yawn right. We'll see who it yawns. Ice Fang. It's gonna do no damage. No super effective damage. Oh my god, they got a flinch from the bite move. That's actually gonna cost me the game. Well, my only positive is maybe they can't kill Sinistcha from here. But holy shit, that's annoying. 10% flinch chance, by the way. I need to put on pressure. Okay. You got a shiny Aggron? I've heard mixed things of Mega Aggron. Like, I faced against it with my, like, the first team I put out there, and it kind of slapped, honestly. But I've heard... I think it's because Sneasel is a Pokemon, it just makes it really awkward. Okay, that's fine. I got Trick Room up. I am going to have to swap the Sinistra, but that's fine. Who is coming in? It's Aegislash. Goodbye. I assume Ghost-type move coming into this slot, but I don't really have any good protection. If they predict for a Steel-type swap, I'm probably in trouble. And I'm just going to leave for Powton. It's pretty annoying, because it's going to go through the team yawning them, but it actually can't output that much damage. Sun's really common and Aggron can't deal with Thingy. Fair enough. Okay, I didn't know Aegislash was that slow. Wait, oh, hold on. Never mind. I need to look at the game. Right. Primarina, you're set up for great success now. We have a few turns of Trick Room. Right. 3 turns of Trick Room. I can't set up in front of this guy. I assume you're going to go into defense mode, but I actually can't risk you attacking because you'll one-shot Primarina as well. Good. Good mode. Holy shit, that did a lot of damage. Oh my god. The opponent destroyed me! I can't believe it. I mean, I can't believe it. I am 4 times weak to ground. Okay, opponent's dead. Who do I bring in the back? That's right, it's the teacup. Okay, this isn't quite over yet. It's getting close to being over, but it's not quite over. I can't believe this Powden's destroyed me. I just kind of was... Oh, fuck, it's 4 times weak to ground. I don't know what I was thinking. I just kind of didn't think it was going to be an issue, but it's really slow. I said my trick mode, it's not that slow. And King Gambit might underspeed me. Honestly, Trick Room has done more harm than good for me. Yeah, I think if they optimally play, I just lose. I need to assume they're going to Sucker Punch here, and it will fail into Sinister, right? Is that the way that works? I'm actually not sure how that direction works. Alright, you've taken the hit for me. Primarina will kill the Aegislash. And then... Fuck, I don't know what to do about the King Gambit. Yeah, it just Sword Stamps. But I had to hope for a misplay. Okay, here's how the end game goes now. They're gonna Sucker Punch me, I think. I'm gonna protect the first time. And I have to predict the turn where they don't Sucker Punch. They're not going to Sucker Punch. I have to start my own Trick Room. That's the win condition, because I'm faster, I think. Hold on, I think I can win this. Oh, can I win this, though? Fuck. Moonblast does more than Hyper Voice. Do you think Moonblast kills from here? But if they Sucker Punch me, I just lose. Well, they Iron-Headed last time, but they were faster. I think they're going to Sucker Punch. I can't mind. No, Sucker Punch won't kill me. I go for lethal. I need this to kill, otherwise I lose. Oh, you've let me down, Primarina. You've horribly let me down. You even Defiant boosted it just to make sure you pick up the kill. Alright, fair enough. Weaken the Hyper Voice here? Is it? Am I misremembering? Hold on. Oh, Liquid Voice. Is it still... I can't remember. I need to check the actual exact damage. $90, okay. It was then, okay, you're right. For some reason I thought it was 80. I don't think it would have actually mattered. I think we still wouldn't have quite picked up the kill. But it would have been closer, obviously. Sag. Alright, well... That'll do. We took a few L's at the end. There's some like parts of this squad I quite like. I think I need to sort something out with this, like... I think the issue, or part of the issue at least, is Grimoire is actually just too quick for Trick Room. Despite the fact I've tried to type the speed as much as humanly possible. I probably need an alternate mode where I go into a Tailwind setting instead. So I think I have to just rejig a few things. Try and get someone in with Tailwind instead, and then maybe we can resurrect the squad. Maybe I'll try and build the team that I wanted to build. Where... I try and use, like, Sludge Wave instead for, like, some big adaptability spread damage. And then just have some people, like, sat next to them to help along with the old damage. But, I don't know. Alright, YouTube, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!